Hi everybody, it's Diane from California Tea and Herbal, and today we're going to make something so delicious, and we're going to use tea. We're going to make a tea infused, fresh, juicy sweet peach pie. So what we will need is 8 very large peaches like I have, ripe and juicy, 16 ounces of water in a good heavy-duty saucepan, 2.5 to 3 tablespoons of either PUERH ginger, which I'm using, or Darjeeling tea, or any good strong black tea, a bowl, a smaller bowl, a whisk, 2 8-inch pie shells, and you can use the top one and cut it into lattice or little cutouts like I will show you I've done. 6 ounces of sugar, or less to taste, and depending on how sweet your peaches are. A teaspoon of cinnamon, a tablespoon and a half of cornstarch, and 4 tablespoons of butter, salted or unsalted. I really don't think this matters, and this will be cut into about 1/4 inch cubes. Alright, the first thing that you want to do is peel the peaches and then slice them into 1/2 inch slices or large chunks that are about 1/2 inch thick. Next, bring your water just to the boil and then put in the tea leaves. You can smell that already. Turn the water off and let the tea leaves steep for 4 minutes. After the tea has steeped, pour it into a small bowl like I showed you, or a small teapot like this, through a sieve that catches the tea leaves. And then discard the leaves. Now add your sugar to the liquid. Then take 5 ounces of this sweet tea infusion and put it into a small wide-mouthed bowl to cool off. Once your 5 ounces of liquid has cooled, put in your cinnamon. Give it a little whisk. And as you know, cinnamon likes to float on the top, so just kind of whisk it in there as best you can. You'll never get it fully integrated. There'll always be some floating on top and some sticking around the edges, as you know. And then add your cornstarch. All right, now once you have the cornstarch and the cinnamon whisked in and stirred in and dissolved well, you add that 5 ounces of liquid into the rest of the sweet tea, and we're going to let this come up to, on medium heat, come up to where it's simmering, and we're going to cook this until it begins to thicken, and also make sure that starch has been fully cooked out. So that's going to take a few minutes, and I'll be back when that's ready for the next step. Alright everyone, as you can see, this is bubbling, it has thickened, and now I'm going to add my peaches to this liquid, and I'm putting this in a fairly large pan. Alright, so these peaches have been simmering, and I just turned off the heat, and they have been simmering about, on medium heat, about 15 minutes, and they have soaked up a lot of this wonderful flavor. The juice, as you can see, is nice and thick, and so we're going to let them cool now off the heat while we let these frozen pie crusts, mine are Marie Callender, and we're going to let those actually thaw about 15 minutes or so. So this will cool while those are thawing, and then we're going to assemble the pie. All right, everybody, the frozen pie crust is now thawed, and the peach filling has now cooled. So I'm going to do the last step before it goes in the oven, and that is we're going to put the peaches into this pie shell. All right, so what I did was make some little round dough cutouts and leaves and made little peaches to go on top of my pie. Now, I lined a heavy-duty cookie sheet with high sides, so this definitely is going to bubble over, I'm sure. So make sure your oven's protected, and I'm going to pop this in a 375 preheated oven for 1 hour and 10 minutes. Okay, friends, here it is, out of the oven and cooling on my little outdoor pillar here. Okay, everybody, I just dished it up, and we went and got some salted caramel ice cream. Okay, everybody, here we are out in the backyard about to dig in. What do you think, honey? How is it?
Amazing.
You like that PUERH, the ginger, does that give it just that little extra note?
Everything.
What about the salted caramel ice cream with it?
It's amazing.
Think it was a good choice?
It puts it over the top.
Okay, I gotta eat.